My name is Lam Kay Jen, James, and I'm number 11.
What are the muscle groups utilized in the back squats?
Muscle groups utilized in the back squats is gluteus maximus, gastrocnemius, hamstrings, and quadriceps.
What are the techniques involved in the back squats?
First, approach the bar with an overhand grip, then lift it off the rack. Take a few steps back and make sure that your toes are pointing forward and that your feet is hips width apart. Then make sure that you flex your shoulder blades back and lean forward to maintain a straight back. Flex your knees and sit back to squat and extend again to complete one repetition. Make sure that when you squat, the quadriceps is parallel to the floor. When you flex your knees to squat, make sure you inhale, and when you extend your knees, you exhale.
What are the safety precautions when doing the back squat?
Safety precautions is that you must have two spotters by your side in case the weights are too heavy. Secondly, you make sure that your knees do not go over your toes. Make sure that you do not over up your back to prevent any injuries.
What are the variation exercises of the back squat?
The variation exercises are lunges and deadlifts.
What are the muscle groups utilized in the military press?
The muscle groups utilized in the military press are pectorals, triceps brachii, and deltoids.
What are the techniques involved in the military press?
Firstly, approach the bar with the overhand grip and make sure that your grip is slightly shoulder width apart. Lift the bar off the rack and take a few steps back. Make sure your toes are always pointing forward. Then, push the bar directly over your head and wait for the spotters to help to bring the bar down for you. That is how you complete one repetition.
What are the safety precautions when doing a military press?
Make sure that your back is straight at all times and your back is not over up to prevent any injuries. And make sure that the spotters bring it down for you so that you do not incur too much weight.
What are the variation exercises of the military press?
The variation exercises for the military press is push press and bench press.
What are the muscle groups used in the deadlift?
Muscle groups used in the deadlift are gastrocnemius, gluteus maximus, hamstrings, and quadriceps.
What are the techniques involved in the deadlift?
Techniques involved are wait for the spotters to bring the bar down for you to the ground, and you approach the bar with an overhand grip. Then lift the bar off the ground and make sure that your grip is slightly shoulder width apart. Make sure that your toes are pointing forward. Then squeeze your shoulder blades back and lean forward to maintain a straight back. After this, you flex your knees and bring the bar up, and you extend your knees again to complete one repetition. When you flex knees, you inhale, and when you extend your knees, you exhale.
What are the safety precautions when doing the deadlift?
Safety precautions are make sure that your toes do not go, make sure that your knees do not go over your toes, and make sure that you do not over up your back so as to prevent injuries. Make sure that you have a straight back at all times.
What are variation exercises of deadlift?
The variation exercises for deadlift are back squats, lunges, and leg press.
What are muscle groups utilized in the bench press?
Muscle groups utilized in the bench press are triceps brachii, deltoids, and pectorals.
What are techniques involved in the bench press?
Techniques involved in the bench press are when you lie on the bench, make sure that you level your eye level directly below the bar. Then place your feet on the support in front of the bench, just to maintain full back support. After this, lift the bar off the rack and make sure that the chest is directly above, the bar is directly above your chest. Then flex your elbows and bring the bar all the way down to your chest before extending your elbows again to complete one repetition. When you flex your elbows, you inhale, and when you extend your elbows, you exhale.
What are safety precautions when doing the bench press?
Safety precautions when doing the bench press are make sure that you have two spotters by your side in case that the weights are too heavy, and you do not attempt weights beyond your limits.
What are variation exercises for the bench press?
The variation exercises for the bench press are the leg pull downs and military press.
What are the muscle groups utilized in the calf raises?
Muscle groups utilized in the calf raises are the gastrocnemius and gluteus maximus.
What are techniques involved in the calf raiser?
The techniques involved in the calf raiser is approach the bar with an overhand grip and stand on the prop. Make sure that your toes is pointing forward on the prop, and make sure that your shoulders, the bar lies evenly on your shoulders, and make sure you're comfortable. Then lift the bar off the rack and flex your gastrocnemius to do one repetition.
What are safety precautions when doing the calf raiser?
Safety precautions in the calf raises is you do not lock your knees, and make sure that you do not attempt weights that is beyond your limits.
What are variation exercises of calf raisers?
Seated calf raises.
What are muscle groups utilized in the push press?
Muscle groups utilized in the push press are triceps brachii, deltoids, and pectorals.
What are techniques involved in the push press?
Techniques involved in the push press is Approach the bar with an overhand grip and rest the bar evenly on your shoulders. Make sure you're comfortable, then lift the bar off the rack. After this, push. To do one repetition, push the bar directly upwards over your head. Then wait for the spotters to bring the bar down for you again, back on your shoulders. At the same time, while pushing up the bar directly over your shoulders, your legs must also push out from the ground, with my left leg going forward and my right leg going backwards. When you extend your elbows, you exhale, and when the bar is brought down for you, you inhale.
What are safety precautions when doing the push press?
The safety precautions when doing a push press is you do not attempt weights over your limits, and make sure there is always two spotters by your side to help bring the bar down for you, and always maintain a straight back to prevent any injuries. Do not over out your back.
What are the variation exercises of the push press?
Variation exercises for the push press is military press and bench press.
Christian, can you explain the relevance of your weight training program to your sport in tennis?
I've designed this weight training program, which is a power type weight training program with 75 to 80% max capacity, and which involves 3 to 5 repetitions and sets. For my first exercise, which was back squats, it helps to strengthen my hamstring and quadriceps. By strengthening my hamstrings and quadriceps, it helps me to be fast in tennis. For example, retrieving a ball, I'm able to change directions very fast to retrieve the ball. Secondly, my second exercise was military press. The military press gives strength to my upper body, so that whenever I do a hard smash or a serve, I'm able to execute a hard shot. My third exercise was bench press. Bench press also gives me upper body strength, so that I'm able to return the server's ball in case he serves a very hard shot, and so that I'm able to have the strength of my upper body, so that I'm able to twist my hips and return the shot. My fourth exercise was calf raises. The calf raises help to strengthen my calves, so that I'm also fast in tennis. By being fast in tennis, I'm able to retrieve any shot and return the ball. Lastly, push press also not only gives me the ability of my upper body, but also gives me the ability of my lower body. By pushing up, it also helps me to give, for example, in serve, whenever I serve, I always push up from the ground. This is in order to make my shot more powerful and my receiver to be unable to receive it.